Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Well, we are in Montana. It's the beginning of April. Out there is the Clark Reservoir, and it's frozen. That island out there, that's where Lewis and Clark traded for horses, but we're not here to talk about Lewis and Clark. We're here to talk about, well, what's on the other side of the road here, which is Sarah, and Sarah's digging fossils. This is the road cut right here. And there's a whole bunch of different fossils that you can find there. Crinoids and Brachiopods, probably the most interesting ones. But there's other fossils there. I'm not a big fossil guy, but we're gonna go poke around. You can see there's already some area up there that people have been working on. You can see, obviously, people have been over there working.
This rock has some cool stuff in it if you get close.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you gotta come from this side.
What do you got here?
Just some interesting looking rocks.
Yeah, I mean, there's clearly a little fossil in that. Yeah, I would say something like that. Something like that is good.
There's some rock that's really soft and you can really split it into layers, but it doesn't seem worth splitting.
Yeah, we can just bring some of that, take some of it.
I'm not sure though, they're so little.
That's okay.
Get destroyed, crushed.
They'll be put in a Ziploc. Really pretty up here.
Yeah, the view from here.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a little quartz pocket there. It's interesting. Probably gonna walk down a ways. Sarah's been hunting for fossils. I guess she's got some over here in the bucket. This is a kind of a steep road cut. You know, the camera doesn't do it justice, of course. And what do you got?
Here it's better, it's more...
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's like a little plate.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty good.
That one's pretty good too.
Oh, wow. Yeah, now you're getting into it. So I walked down to that outcrop down there, and there was like nothing down there.
Huh.
And then it starts to change as you get closer, kind of, I guess, towards the island.
Oh, that one's broken, but that's good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like more abundant here.
That's very cool.
The stuff that has like the texture on it, like this, kind of, maybe not really that. That's, let's see if like this stuff. It reminds me of the stuff we were finding out by a lake somewhere. And then
Are you thinking of the calcium carbonate deposits up by Soap Lake in
Soap
Central
Lake.
Washington?
Yeah, that's what it reminds me. Maybe not that one, but
Yeah,
this one.
that stuff does. Yeah, totally.
But I got these.
You're giving me too many fossils to handle. There we go. That's cool. What is this? And there's a fossil. This is all limestone, but that red, no clue. Yeah, so the white stuff does look like gypsum. It looks like a gypsum deposit. I'm gonna take this piece and then we'll try to find out. But yeah, a mixture of gypsum. There's like different carbonates in here that have been deposited. I was not expecting a cactus this high in elevation. What are we, like 5,500 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5,500 feet. Okay. That's cool. More. Oh, that's nice.
And then those.
Yeah.
But I think it'll break off from this, and this doesn't seem like it's got much going on. And I don't think there's going to be anything in there.
Well, we filled this, we filled a 2-gallon bucket quite quick of some interesting fossils. And I even got some up here in my pocket. So let's check this out real quick. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. That's a good amount of fossils for me. We're gonna have to unpack some of this and wrap it in foil, which we have back there, and probably pick that garbage up. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a good place. It's got a location, it's very easy. It's probably not gonna pick up on camera, but maybe you can see there's tire tracks out onto the ice. Not right now, but that's cool. Beautiful out here. Hi, Leica. Here's the fossil haul. You can kind of see some of these plates, different shells. I think those are crinoids in there. More things to look at once they're clean and not covered in road dust. I'm going to get all of this wrapped up in tinfoil now. We got all my baked potatoes there. This is just a first stop on a bigger trip. It's a nice little, it's a nice little stop off back there. I don't know if this is a destination, but for a quick, 30-minute rest area. It reminds me a little bit of the Lime Road cut in Oregon, where you can get feldspar crystals just like next to the highway. You're probably not going to be able to hear it or see it, but that is 15 over there. So, we're going to get these all loaded up now. We're going to clean them up and head back into the shop and check them out. We're back from the Clark Fork Reservoir, which is a very cool little stopover on a much larger trip. I'm pretty sure in the video I said there's the island in the reservoir is where Lewis and Clark had like a meeting, and obviously back then there was not a reservoir there, and it was just kind of like a big rock. So there's that. But onto the fossils. The road cut was very cool. Very abundant. I don't know if it's a drive out of your way destination unless you're like really into fossils, but if you're really into fossils, I don't know if you're really going there.
I don't know. These are certainly fossils we don't have around here. I'm not sure if they're uncommon. I don't know enough about them.
So out there, the listed things are crinoids, brachiopods, and horn coral. I don't know if I have any horn coral in this. This is everything that we collected on site. We do have plenty of crinoids under the digital microscope. We have this death plates of crinoids, which is kind of cool to see. That's all the little round bits there. And there's plenty of them just to kind of see and enjoy. You can see them right there in the bottom of that plate right there. Those are crinoids. And then the brachiopods look like that. Okay. Do you want to put one of the brachiopods under the microscope? And so we also have some blocks back here that we're not really like gonna do anything with just yet. You can see that there are fossils in these blocks, and there should be some level of preparation or something happening to, expose them. There you can see like the fin, I guess you'd call, I don't know what you'd call it, the outer texture of a brachiopod, which that's the easiest way to identify them. But I think the little death plates that you can get there are probably some of the cooler things. Here's another death plate, a bigger one. And this red stuff, I have no clue what this mineral deposit is. There's some calcium carbonate stuff, which is very similar to what we have out here, especially along something like Soap Lake. So we've came across this stuff before. There you can see over there on the digital some of those other I don't know. I don't even know what it could be. It could be a lot of things.
This one's not quite as crisp as the other little
Yeah,
plate.
the other one's a little more
This one
crisp,
looks
isn't
like
it?
just a lot of little bits.
Yeah. It's still pretty cool to see. And, you know, I don't know what you would do with the death plates other than just kind of like have them and look at them. Whereas a piece like this, you could prep that, I think. I think that is in the category of potentially being prepped. As you can see, we could expose that a lot more. What else? Oh, the white stuff. The white stuff out there is gypsum. Nothing too special. I'll probably chuck this now that I've identified it. But overall, I'm fairly happy with that as a stopover. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was a good stop. It seemed something unique that we don't have much of or any of, and clearly you can see the little things in there. Some fossils can be not so clear what you're looking at, so that was nice, and we weren't there too long, and it was very pretty looking out into the reservoir and right off the highway.
And we have some potential good practice pieces for doing some prep work eventually. Maybe Sarah will get into prep work. Probably happened before I get into it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I think these definitely have a lot of potential like that. I feel like I want to just pop
Yeah,
that.
it's like you could get in
Pop
there with a
that
little
off.
tool and just... The other thing is dissolving this. There's a potential of dissolving the limestone in acid, and I'm assuming that the mineral that replaced these little sea critters is more durable. So we might take something and chuck it in some acid and find out. Maybe that piece. Because I mean, if you were to do that with like a death, kind of like the death plates, you're just kind of like a bunch of little bits. But that might be like, might be able to get that whole thing out.
Yeah, the little bits are kind of hard to appreciate if they're just loose.
Yeah, so we do have some little tiny crinoids, which I'll probably throw in some P1 micro boxes, and they'll have them, and they'll look good, or all 4 of them in a thumbnail. All right, any last thoughts on it?
No, it probably would. I would stop by if we were driving. If you're driving by.
Absolutely. Go check out the website, currently rockhounding.com, and there'll be a link down below to that. Thank you to everybody that supports this project over on Patreon, and I'll catch you in the next video.